Okay, shin splints are a request for this video. And first thing I want to do is read what the Mayo Clinic has to say. Very brief. Shin splints are caused by repetitive stress on the shin bone and the connective tissues that attach your muscles to your bone. How many times do I talk about the connective tissue? Well, all the time. In every single video I post, I mention the connective tissue at some point. And if you want to get out of pain in your shins because you have shin splints, you have to decompress and release your connective tissue. Now, what is this connective tissue? Well, it's your fascia system. It connects your body together. It's this 3D matrix web that holds all systems, structures, muscle fibers, literally all cells in your body together. If they're saying that it's repetitive stress on the shin bone and the connective tissue that attaches your muscles to your bone, then they know that the connective tissue is playing a massive role in shin splints. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to decompress the connective tissue, your fascia, in the shins, so in your lower legs, your lower extremities, so that whenever you're feeling this pain, you can start doing this either before a run, after a run, before a workout, after a workout, or whenever you're feeling the pain. That's the great thing. And all you need is a rolled up towel as your tool. So it's very important that you have a certain tool, a certain method, and understanding on how to actually decompress your connective tissue. Because you've probably tried stretching, maybe even massage or strengthening certain surrounding muscles, and those can all be great, but you have likely only got temporary relief, or you haven't even felt much relief at all. And that's because your connective tissue is ridiculously strong. It can hold your body out of alignment with a force of up to 2,000 pounds per square inch. So a massage or some simple stretching just isn't gonna do the trick. So grab your rolled up towel, roll it up as tight and compact as you can, because the more dense it is, the more effective this will be at releasing your connective tissue. So I'm gonna be showing you some positions that I would recommend that you do right now to decompress, but also some strengthening exercises so that you can work on the surrounding muscles to actually help take stress off of it as well. So let's get started with our first fascia decompression position. First position that we will be focusing on is the anterior tibialis muscle. Now, I'm saying muscle just to use it as a landmark, but it's right beside your shin bone. And yes, we can be searching directly on the shin bone as well, because your fascia wraps around the shin bone and locks it in this alignment. And the more stress you put on it, it's cranking and creating more tightness in this area, which is only going to be causing more pain. To get into this position, place your towel flat on the floor like this, and there's two different ways of getting into it. If you know anything about yoga, there's that pigeon pose, so you can approach it like that and just watch what I'm doing as I get into this position. So I'm bringing my anterior tibialis muscle directly over top of the towel, and then I'm gonna stay more in this position. And this is where I'm gonna start off with, and then I can slowly start searching left to right and creating some very slow movements to help get a little bit deeper. Now, a second variation is keep the towel flat on the floor and then just slowly lean up without having to do any fancy movements, and just bring your weight directly over top of the towel. And same rules apply. All we're wanting to do here is spend a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes while engaging your proper breath. We breathe through the diaphragm. So as you inhale, your belly should be expanding. As you exhale, make your belly nice and small. This is going to increase oxygen absorption and actually help decompress your fascia system a lot more effectively. Find the position that works best for you and start getting comfortable with this pain. We need to find this pain to get out of the pain. And as you settle in, start searching. You can start searching to the left, you can start searching to the right. But when you find an area of pain, hang out there and breathe. Don't try to escape it right away. Once you've explored this area and you felt some release, nice and slow exhale up and off. And now make sure you repeat that position on the other leg. Now I want to show you the calf position, because your calves are going to be getting extremely tight as well. Approach it like this, where you're on your knees, place the towel nice and high up, right behind your knee, and then slowly start applying your weight to the towel, and you're going to feel the pressure building up. Now, the exact same rules apply. Spend a minimum of 3 to 5 minutes here. Now, once you've settled in and you're connecting to that diaphragmatic breath, you can slowly surge to the left, hang out there for a minute or so, and then slowly surge towards the right and spend another minute or so there. Once you spend a minimum of 3 minutes here, nice and slowly exhale up and off. So again, make sure you're repeating that calf position on the other side before we start moving on to the strengthening. So now let's get into strengthening your anterior tibialis muscle. One simple thing you can do if you don't have a band is lean up against the wall like this. Now that there's some space between your feet and the wall, and you're leaning into it, you can slowly start to perform these toe raises. And what we want to do is make sure that the knees and the feet are pointing straight ahead. They're in alignment with the hip joints. And as you exhale, you're going to be lifting the toes up just like this. Then as you inhale, bring them down. So try to perform 15 to 20 repetitions, rest for a little bit, and do 3 full sets of this. Now, if you do have a band, attach it to some sort of anchor, and then you can be performing this 1 foot at a time. So wrap it around the top portion of your foot. Now you'll want to point the toes slightly and then pull the foot towards your body. You're really going to start feeling that anterior tibialis muscle firing up. Now, because it has become really weak, we want to create strength, and creating strength in certain areas can actually cause a release to your fascia. But if we don't release the fascia through a fascia decompression technique that I showed you, then you can actually just be adding more compression to the area. But when you release it first and then start strengthening it, it's a wonderful complement. So perform 15 to 20 repetitions on each foot and do that 3 times. Now that wraps up this routine. You can perform this routine daily, especially if you're in a lot of pain. But this is where it comes down to you understanding your body and determining how frequently do you want to do this. Some people might want to do it more than 1 time a day. Some people might only want to do it 3 times a week, and that's completely fine. But as soon as you start noticing these results and changes, it doesn't mean that you can just necessarily stop. Because in the future, whenever you do start feeling that pain resurfacing, then of course just revisit, make sure you save this video so that you can perform this routine whenever you are feeling those shin splints. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave that in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.